Welcome once again, everyone. This is the MMOCashout training call. My name is Mark Hackman. I'll be your host and presenter today. As always, it's my tremendous pleasure to be here and be able to work together with you as you work towards your goals to create success as an MMOCashout affiliate. I want to have a quick training today on some pretty basic, some introductory stuff, and then at the end of the call, we've got a really exciting announcement about a fast track bonus that Steve Tiffany, our founder, has put into place. So I really want you to stick around and listen to that information as well, because it could mean literally thousands and thousands of dollars in your pocket, in addition to what's earned through the compensation plan. So here we go. Today I want to talk about inviting. There's so many different ways to invite to become successful in network marketing, online, offline, old school, new school, etc. So this is a basic starting point. Some of you, this will be a review, but also as a team, I think it's important that we all have the same sort of basic fundamentals about how to not only invite ourselves for success, but to be able to duplicate as we bring new people onto the team and make sure that they also have the opportunity to learn these nuts and bolts inviting tactics and strategies. Because in my opinion, the number one most important skill for long-term success in network marketing, absolutely, hands down, is learning to invite. You know, traditional companies spend millions or billions of dollars inviting customers to their business, right? Through advertising, marketing, billboards, radio, TV, flyers, whatever, right? With us, it's something we do person to person, right? That's network marketing, either face-to-face in person or with an email, or some people I know you guys are doing online marketing where you reach hundreds or thousands or tens of thousands of people at a time. But either way, we're inviting people to do what? To come find out more about our business. So everything in network marketing is a learnable skill, and you're going to hear me say that over and over. If you already know how to invite, fantastic. Keep doing what you're doing. If you don't, or if you want to get better or learn different ways of inviting, or more importantly, I think if you want to learn sort of a simple step-by-step system that will duplicate within your team so that they become master inviters as well, then perhaps this call will be of some value to you, okay? So training point number one, the best inviters make the most money. I've proven that out in the last 20 years of my business. The best inviters make the most money. You don't have to know anything about the company, the products or services. You definitely don't have to know how to explain the compensation plan or how the back office works or how you get paid. But if you can't invite one way or another, you're going to fail in your business. If you can invite interested, qualified people to look at your products or your business opportunity, you can become successful because we have everything else in place to support you, right? What do I mean by that? Including live and recorded opportunity calls, live and recorded training calls, webinars, videos, right? Back office with all kind of tools and systems and resources to help you enroll your customers, enroll other affiliates, operate and manage your business, right? You have calls with your sponsor or your upline, right? So all these things are in place if you will just invite people to come take a look. At the beginning, we can take care of all that other stuff for you. Now, it's important to learn all those other things, right, step by step, but at the beginning, it's not necessary. The most important thing to become and to help your team as they grow become is a master inviter. So repeating my point number one, the best inviters make the most money, period. Point number two, by becoming the master of a simple invitation, you implicitly show your guests and prospects and your new team members how simple it is to grow their business. This is really important. Let me tell you what I mean by that. One of the main questions guests and new people always want to get answered is, can I do this? Will this work for me? Right? So you need to show them an easy way to build the business, and then they can determine on their own that they can do this, and this is for them, right? If you show them a complicated or a hard process to get people to the calls or to enroll in the business, et cetera, then they're more likely to think, wow, I can't do this, or this is not for me, or this is way too complicated, right? So if you spend a lot of time trying to explain everything about the company and the compensation plan and on, the message you're sending them is they are going to have to do the same thing if they decide to build the business too. You scare away people in droves, and I know this from personal experience. On the other hand, if you can show them by your example a simple, non-invasive way to invite people to look at the products or the business opportunity, you now make it easy for them to do it themselves, you also send a very powerful message. Look how easy this is. It's so simple. Anyone can do it, and you can do it too. So they're much more likely to receive that message. Oh, this is for me. I can do this. Look how simple it was. For me to learn what I needed to learn, I can do this. So rather than scare people away, you attract them with the hope and sincerity and a true belief that they can do this. Okay? Training tip number 3, invitation reluctance, meaning why are people reluctant? Why do they hesitate to invite? As real as it seems in the mind of the person at the time, invitation reluctance has no basis whatsoever in reality. But unless you overcome it and teach your team how to overcome it as well, your business is dead in the water where it stands. There's a number of reasons that people are reluctant to invite. Big one is, I don't know how to sell. I'm not a salesperson. I don't want to sell anything to anybody, right? Or I don't want to impose on people. They're too busy, or they already prejudge and say, she wouldn't be interested in this anyway, right? Or another one is a big one. I don't know enough about the company yet. I don't understand the products and the services. I definitely don't understand the comp plan or how to make a presentation, etc. And those are all kind of business-related stuff, but the really big one, it's so personal and so big. And I've seen guys come out of corporate America, successful guys, come out of corporate America and absolutely fail in network marketing because they can't overcome this one, and that is the fear of rejection. They take everything too personally, and somebody tells them, no, I'm not interested, or I don't want to look at it, or they bark at them and say, oh, that's one of those pyramid things, or whatever the heck it is they say, and it freaks people out, and they're done. Right? So it makes them reluctant to invite. It's not true. It's not real. It's all ghosts and ether. But if you believe it's real, then it's going to stop you in your tracks. So the reality is none of these are valid reasons not to invite, and they simply don't matter, period. But if you don't sell something and learn how to present at least an idea of an invitation, you're going to be out of business. Most companies and trainers, so many companies today, trainers, et cetera, saying they're trying to draw you into the business with no selling required. We have a system that does all the work for you, right? And it's not true. It's nonsense. It's unethical. It's deceitful. It does a tremendous disservice to the person they're speaking to. In fact, it's insulting to the people they're speaking to. It's also insulting to themselves, to their company, to the entire industry, because you're always selling something. At the very least, and what we're talking about today is what? An invitation. You're selling the idea of an invitation. It's free. You're not asking for any money. You're not asking for any commitment, right? You're simply inviting someone to come take a look at either your products or your business opportunity. So if you can't sell someone on the idea of a free invitation, you'll never become successful. But if you can overcome this reluctance to invite, you can become so dramatically, massively successful in this business, it'll blow your mind. So I want to sort of dispel this myth of invitation reluctance. There's one thing that I can say, very simple, very short, that, in my opinion, will absolutely prove to anybody who has reluctance to invite that it's okay. And that point is this. You're here, right? Somebody invited you to be here. Did you get mad at them? Did you reject them? Did you jump up and down and say, why did you talk to me about that? I'm so insulted. I don't think so. You're here. So that's proof that it's okay to invite people to be here. And if people can understand that and get this sort of concept that, hey, I got here because somebody invited me, why would I not pass along that same gift to the next person and the next 10 and the next 100 and the next 10,000 people over the next few years? If they had reluctance issues, they overcame them, right? And they cared enough about you to invite you to come take a look. So that's proof enough that it's okay for you to go to it. If people, you got to sort of master your mind and not let your mind master you. That's the key factor here, okay? So not everybody's going to say yes to you. So what? So what? This business is not for everybody. Our products are not for everybody. But I'm telling you, based on what we're seeing so far, this business will be for millions and millions of people. Our products and services for gamers will be absolutely appropriate for tens, maybe hundreds of millions of potential customers. So if somebody tells you, no, I don't want to take a look at that, or even if they bark at you and say, oh, man, why are you doing that? That sounds crazy to me. You know what? So what? Shake their hand, wish them well, and go on and talk to the next person. Invitation reluctance exists only in our minds. And as soon as we can get aware of that and realize there's somebody desperately waiting to hear about this. How many people right now today are struggling in this economy, would be thrilled to make an extra $400 a month, thrilled that you came to them and said, hey, I can show you how to make an extra $104 a month. Excuse me, yeah, come listen to this conference call with me. It starts at 4 o'clock, right? Or somebody's job, they just got downsized and they got a spouse at home, a couple of kids and a mortgage, and they need to come up with some pretty substantial money pretty quickly. You think they wouldn't be thrilled to have this opportunity presented to them rather than have some guy sitting there, I'm too afraid to talk to this guy. He might say no. He might jump up and down and say, oh, my gosh, I've been waiting for you for the last 6 months. Thank you for showing up. I'm kind of belaboring this point, but there are more people out there that you can possibly imagine waiting to hear about a legitimate income opportunity, and that number is growing every single day, every week, every month, bigger and bigger and bigger. Your job as a network marketer is to go find them. Okay, training tip number 4, everything in network marketing, including inviting, including becoming a master inviter, and most importantly, including showing others on your team how to become master inviters themselves, is a learnable skill. Everything we do can be learned by anybody who wants to learn it, no exceptions. Okay, that may seem a little self-obvious, but most network marketers lack this skill, and that's why they fail. Most leaders, so-called leaders, don't teach it. Most companies leave it to the people in the field to figure out how to do it themselves. And that's just a heartbreaker for me, right? It's part art, it's part science, it's part personality, but it's all learnable, right? We have a lot of training on inviting for you coming down the pipeline, but I want to, before I wrap up today, just give you a couple of really quick tips on how to invite. I've been talking about sort of the philosophy or the psychology of inviting up to now. I want to give you a couple of really quick, simple things you can learn in the next 5 minutes to go out and invite people and grow your business starting today. I like to have my training calls be a combination of, information from perspective I've learned over the years, but also some practical, applicable tips you can put into action right away. So when you want someone to come look at what you're doing, there's 2 ways. One, you want to show them the product. We call that leading with the product. Or one is show them the business, lead with the business. Some people will always lead with the product. Some people will always lead with the business. I have some opinion about this. I think sometimes you do one, sometimes you do the other, depending on who you're talking to. And we have some training on that we can share with you in the future. But one of these 2 things, either talking to them about, hey, come be my customer because you're interested in my products, or come join my team as an affiliate because you want to make some money, right? Or both. So really, really simple question. If I'm talking to somebody about my products, I'm going to show you how easy it is and how quick it is to get enough attention from them to get them to come take a look. Here's what I'm going to ask them. Talking to Joey. Hey, Joey, do you or anyone you know like to play games online? That's it. I'm done. Joey, do you or anyone you know like to play games online? That's it. Now, if I were leading with the business with Joey, I would say, hey, Joey, do you or anyone you know want to earn more income this year than you did last year? How easy is this, right? They're going to say yes, or they're going to say no. But how simple is it to say, do you or anyone you know like to play games online? Or do you or anyone you know want to make more money this year than they did that last year? Who the heck is going to say no to that, right? But either way, the answer is going to be yes or it's going to be no. It doesn't matter. If it's a no, move on, right? They're either too busy, or the time's not right for them, or they're fearful of what you're trying to do with them, or they're lying to you. Sorry to burst bubbles, but a lot of people will lie to you, right? Even though they are interested in gaming, or they do want to make more money, they'll tell you no anyway because they don't want to be bothered. You know what? That's okay. It doesn't matter. Their answer is their answer. It's not necessary, and in my opinion, it's not advisable to try to challenge them on that or change their mind. If you ask them a question and they say no, my opinion, my experience is respect that. Save yourself a ton of time, energy, resources, and heartache, and move on to somebody who's going to say yes. Timing's everything. People who are not interested right now and tell you no might be in 3 months, might be in 6 months. I have some amazing stories of people who said no first, and then 3 months, 6 months, sometimes 2 or 3 years later said yes, and then generated unbelievable amounts of income into our group volume so that we earned income on that. So timing's everything. Keep a list of people you talk to. Follow up with them later if their answer is no. All right? Who you care about is the people who say yes. Okay? So you ask this question, hey, do you know anybody who likes to play games online? If the answer is yes, first thing I say is, great, me too. Those 3 words are so powerful. When I say great, what that does, it edifies them. It exalts their response. It gives them credibility. And then when I say me too, what does that do? It builds some community, some commonality. It starts to build a relationship or a bond. So, hey, Joey, you like to play games online? Yeah, man. Great. Me too. And then here's my response. One is for the product, one is for the business opportunity. They're very, very similar. Just like the 2 questions were very similar, now the answers are very similar as well. Hey, Joey, you like to play games online? Yeah, I do. Great, Joey. Me too. I'm working with some guys that are bringing out the latest games from all over the world, and we get to play them sometimes even before they're available to the public. Plus, they have all the latest news and information about gaming. They've got an online store where we can buy and sell all of our gaming stuff. It's really cool. I want to show you all about it. Done. It took me, 9 seconds? So if I ask Joey about the business opportunity, hey, Joey, you want to earn more money this year than you did last year? He says, yeah. I say, great, me too. I'm working with some guys that are bringing out the latest games from all around the world. Plus, they have all the latest news and information in an online store where gamers can buy and sell all kinds of stuff. And the really cool thing, Joey, is they show us how to earn great money working from home. It's really cool. I want to show you all about it. How simple is that? A 4-second question, you get a yes answer, and you give them a 12-second response. Done. It's simple. I didn't make a presentation. I didn't explain products. I didn't numb their mind with trying to explain how the compensation works, right? I just said, I want to show you all about it. So then what do? I invite them to come to a live call or a webinar or a recorded call or a webinar if their schedule doesn't meet, or to get on a 3-way call with my sponsor, or you put them on the phone with me. I'm happy to talk to any of your guests anytime, any day. Okay? Now, of course, those were my words. You're going to use your own words, your own personality, your own style, but don't change the nature and the intent of this invitation. What you're doing here is selling an invitation, the idea of an invitation to come learn more. Then you stop talking. Don't say more. Don't answer any questions at this point. Now, remember what I said earlier in the call. You want to give them an implicit demonstration how easy it is to build this business. This is where you prove that, by asking a really simple question and giving a really simple response, right? Because you want them to realize, wow, that was really easy. All he did was ask me a question, and next thing I know, I'm on a call listening to this guy talk about the business. So they remember that. If you complicate it now, you're going to scare people away. So you're going to make yourself work harder, you're going to get more frustrated, and you're going to not succeed as much. So by keeping it simple, you build your own business better, easier, faster, with less stress, and you create the foundation for your team to do the same thing. So some people are going to agree to come to the call or the webinar or get on a call if you're upline. Great. If they do, give them the information, show them how to do that, and then follow up with them at the appropriate time to make sure that they get on that call. Others are going to bring up questions or objections or want to know, what about this? What about that? Well, don't worry about that. So many people, especially new in this business or new in selling, get freaked out when people start having questions or objections. Questions and objections are the coolest thing in the world. That means they're interested and they want to know more, so it's your job to now navigate them back to the invitation. And we're going to have some really extensive training on that. But my main point here is don't worry about objections. Love questions. This is a great thing. In the meantime, find out what the next call is, right? And start to invite. You're here now. You're part of the business, or you're getting ready to become part of the business. Invite. And we'll do some really more in-depth invitation training on the next training call. So I'm going to wrap content right now. I promised you at the top of this call that at the end we would talk about some fast-track bonuses that are available to you now. So I want to explain those too. We can do this in probably 5 minutes or less. So thanks for sticking around. You know, I mentioned that we have a compensation plan that pays you 20 levels, right? A 2x20 matrix. It's extremely lucrative just as it is, right? Steve Tiffany, the founder of this company, wanted to make sure people who came in and worked were able to earn whatever level of income they want to earn. But also, he came the other day and said, you know what? Let's really get things ramped up. Let's show people that in addition to what they can earn through the compensation plan, let's give them a bunch of fast-track bonuses and put a bunch more money in their pockets toward the end of the year as we wrap up 2014 and gear up for 2015. Let's do that. I said, absolutely. I love it when the company says, let's open the purse and give some money away. So here's how the fast-track bonuses are going to work. There's several of them that are worth, if you do all of them, well in excess of $10,000 over the next few months to each of you if you qualify. And I'm going to show you right now how to qualify. The Fast Track Bonus Program starts Wednesday, October 1st, but those of you that are leaders who showed up now, you're on this call and hearing this, you can start now. So any activity you do from today counts. So you've got a shorter runway. You can get ramped up, and so when everybody else is starting on October 1, when they hear about it, or after October 1, you're already rocking and rolling and qualifying for bonuses. So kudos to you for showing up today. We have what we call a 5x5 fast track bonus, and that's going to run for 5 weeks from the time that you start. Okay? So if that's today or that's October 1, whenever it is, it's a 5-week window within which you get to qualify for the 5x5 fast track bonus. Okay? I'm going to talk about rank advancement. If you know our compensation plan already, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, you can learn about these very, very quickly, very easily on the website, and some stuff I'm going to explain here in a minute. We have what we call royals and soldiers and warriors. All of these are defined within our complete MMOCashout compensation plan. So refer to that for your explanations. But I'm going to talk a little bit about that in a second. The first bonus is this. It's a $1,000 5x5 fast track bonus. First thing you have to do is qualify as a royal yourself and then raise 5 kindreds. That means 5 people that you personally enroll into the business. Not 100, not 1,000, 5. And then help them become royals within the 5-week period from the time you qualify as a royal, and the company's going to give you $1,000. Okay? So let me tell you what a royal is. You need to have a total of 12 registered members on Games Buy It. For those of you that are brand new today, Games Buy It is MMOCashout is the business. Games Buy It is the customer side where we buy and sell all kind of cool gaming-related stuff. So 12 registered members, and they can register for free to go be a Games Buy It member. That's very simple. And then of those members, 6 separate purchases from the website. It could be a game, it could be a piece of equipment, it could be gold, whatever it is, right? But 6 separate purchases. They don't have to total thousands of dollars. It could be a $100 purchase, it could be a $12 purchase, it could be a $4 game, whatever, but only 6 purchases. Guys, this is really, really easy qualifications. I work with companies that they put these contests out there and these bonuses, but they're impossible to achieve. What Steve's done, which I really applaud, is he's made it simple. These are achievable targets, whether you're experienced or whether you're brand new. So you become a royal yourself, okay? Once you have your 12 people registered on Games Buy It, and there are 6 separate orders in that month, you're now a royal, okay? And from that time you become a royal, in the next 5 weeks, you have 5 other people become royals. In addition to all the income you're going to earn from the comp plan, we're going to send you $1,000. Okay, that's the first bonus, $1,000 5x5 fast track bonus. The second one, this is a $250 achievement fast track bonus, and you can earn up to 5 of these. So $250 times 5, if you qualify for all of them, that's another $1,250. Okay, so every one of your kindreds, these are personally enrolled affiliates. We talked about that before. To become a royal, you've got to have some personally enrolled affiliates, right? So we call those your kindreds. Every time one of your kindreds qualifies for the 5x5 that we just talked about, I explained how that works for you, okay? Now you've got a personally enrolled affiliate, person on your team that you brought in. They achieve that fast track bonus. They're going to get their $1,000. We're going to give you $250. in addition, because we want to incentivize you to go help them become successful. You can do that for up to 5 people, so a total of up to $1,250. Okay? Pretty cool. Next one is our $3,000 soldier bonus. You continue building your group. You already became a royal. You got some bonuses. You helped some people become royals. Got some achievement bonuses. Now you continue to build. Within 3 months after you start your contest, you become a soldier. We're going to send you a $3,000 bonus on top of everything you earned within the compensation plan. This is a big piece of money for doing what you were going to do anyway, right? And then the final one is the $5,000 warrior bonus. Okay, so look at the comp plan, find out what a warrior is, right? You become a warrior within 5 months of the time you start the contest. And in addition to everything you're going to earn in the compensation plan, which by this time will be substantial, believe me, and you've already had these other bonuses along the track here, we're going to send you an additional $5K. So you've got $5,000, $3,000, up to $1,250, and $1,000. So this is in excess of $10,000 you can earn on top of the comp plan in the next few months. Okay, and there's some fine print here, okay, that we're going to read to you. We're going to pay you the bonus as soon as you earn it, okay? But to stay qualified and not have to have a chargeback against that, right? You've got to maintain the qualifications for the 5x5 for 60 days, okay? And that shouldn't be scary. You earned the 5x5, meaning you became a royal and you helped 5 people become royal. These people aren't going anywhere. As long as they stay there at least for 2 more months, then you're 100% solid and the bonus is yours forever. For the soldier bonus, you've got to qualify and keep that one intact for 60 days. Same thing with the warrior bonus, okay? Now, say somebody does fall off. One of your royals gets sick and stops working, or she decides, hey, I don't want to do this anymore. That's okay. Just raise another royal, which you should be doing anyway as you're building your business, and then you plug another one into that spot, and you're still going to stay qualified and the money's yours. So this is the fast track bonuses. I just want to take another second and do a shout out to Steve. Steve Tiffany is the founder of MMOCashout. He works, I'm serious, you guys, 7 days a week, day and night for a long time. I've known Steve for a long time. I know how long he's been working on this project, and he is so committed to everything you guys need to become successful. All the tools and resources, the compensation plan, the bonuses, the website, the back office, the programming, everything that is necessary to become successful with this business. Steve is working diligently and furiously to make sure it's in place for you. And right now, you can take advantage of that. You don't have to wait. You can go right now and enroll people into your business. Invite them to the opportunity calls every week. Invite them to the training calls every week. Make sure they know about this fast track bonus, right? Oh my gosh, if I get an additional $1,000 on top of the comp plan, or $5,000, or $10,000, or $11,000 in addition to what I'm going to earn anyway, why wouldn't I want you to tell me that, right? So fearlessly go talk to everybody you know, invite them to these calls, and let's go from there. I appreciate all you guys. I look forward to getting to know you personally and working with you as you build up the business together. With that, I'm going to stop the recording and stop the call, and look forward to seeing you all next time. Thank you so much.